Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beer Review. So today we're going over to Peterhead in Scotland to the Brewtoon Micro brewery. Big massive thank you to Mr. Mark McGarver for sending these beers to Raggy's Beer Reviews. So this is called Weekend Hooker, and no, it's not a prostitute, it's a lager. So it says on the front, lager 5%. I will read the back because I need to. Get hooked on our new craft lager, reinvented with a bold variety of malts and left to condition until the optimum moment to ensure a smooth head with a soft, refreshing finish. Earthy in aroma, expect a full-bodied malt character with citrusy undertones and an assured bitter finish. Malts are lager, wheat, caramel, golden naked oats. Hops are first golden SARS. Yeast is W34/70. Adjuncts are none. And on the back there is a QR code. If you press pause and scan that, if you can zoom in properly, that's, you should be able to go to their website. So yeah. Oh, there we go. Let's crack it open and get going. And there we are, a lager with a head. You don't get that many times, do you? Looks more like a pale ale, to be fair, but it is what it is. Straw to gold pour with a white head. And cheers, everyone. It's Friday. It's time to enjoy the weekend. You know, we work all week to get to the weekend. Let's enjoy it. Very much a typical lager malt aroma. See what it tastes like. Ooh. Oh, it's got that with Oktoberfest around the corner, or now even, I suppose. It's definitely got that sort of German lager vibe to it. Smooth as you like. Just taste the quality. Oh, that is nice. That is a very, very nice lager. I'll tell you what, years ago I wasn't really a fan of the German stuff, and then you started drinking it and you realise that how good German lagers are, and how poor the mainstream lagers are in the UK, and let's call them out. Foster's, Carling, Carlsberg, Stella, and them sort of lagers, they are poor cause. And the vast majority of the mainstream are absolutely, not great. I was thinking of a word. But, rhymes with white, begins with S, and it comes out your bum. Yeah, shite. They are. So you could turn around to me and say, is that a Spaten? And I'd said, I won't know, but it's bloody good. And it is, it's, that's lovely. It's all, I've got to say, well impressed with this brewery. Keep having different beers from different styles and dropping ABVs. And I'm finding very, very likeable beers, or even lager today. Oh, I can't, you know, when something's quality, never mind what type of alcohol it is, you drink it and you're like, bloody hell, that's nice. And that's to me, it's what this beer review thing's all about. It's about drinking something and straight away being blown away. You know, I've drank a lot of stuff over the years. I've drank a lot of overpriced stuff where you drink it and you're like, what, you're charging £7 for a third and it's crap, you know. And these days, prices go up, quality of beer, not so much, you know. A lot of people think, oh yeah, we'll just do this and that with a beer and sell it. And, you know, no, you've got to justify who you are, earn the right to put the price on the beer that high. Just because you can charge it shouldn't mean you should charge it. I get infuriated by breweries and, you know, good breweries who price their beers out of the market because they can, because they've got a name. And yeah, it's sad. And then you get another brewery who are who their quality of beer is exactly the same. They don't shout from the rooftops, but the beer's the same. They price their beer at a price that's going to sell, not too cheap, but certainly, you know, in a zone where people will want to buy it. And yeah. But anyway, back to this beer at lager. Oh, that is a Friday afternoon treat on a time where we're not going to the pubs as often as we'd love to. But you know, it's all about money, isn't it? You know, you can't do everything. We're off to the pub tomorrow. I've got a couple of beers that are high on my list to get. Predominantly not doing short beer reviews on Raggy's Beer Reviews anymore. But tomorrow, or beers from pubs. But when I come across beers or pubs where I want to do a slightly longer review and talk about the brewery or the beers, there's a reason behind what I'm doing. Everything else goes on my Happy Drinkers channel, which is basically and from now on the short beer review channel. So predominantly still me, but just on a different channel, and you know, doing what I do. Just so people can differentiate, because some people love the long beer reviews, some people hate short beer reviews. Short beer reviews actually bring a lot of people to the channel, but also it's a lot of work. If I do the review, chuck it on the internet, and if people know it's Raggy's Beer Reviews anyway, but that gives the game away anyway, if I'm here. But I don't tend to do any short beer reviews in the shed anymore. But yeah, technically that's what I'm doing now. Although I've still got about 4 beer reviews from last weekend that I still need to post. I need to do that tonight, to be fair. They say there's an earthiness. There is a slight earthiness. But that is a quality lager. Weekend hooker. Brewtoon, wow. This is probably about the 6th or 7th beer now. Might be the 6th beer. But they've all been outstanding. You know, big massive thank you to Mark McGarver for, you know, donating these beers to the channel. They've been outstanding, you know. I have gone through the different styles of beers. The best breweries for me are the ones that can brew a beer regardless of ABV, regardless of style. If that beer is top notch, then bloody hell, they're a good brewery. You know, I see, hand on heart, I come across a lot of breweries, and some do amazing stuff, you know, like stouts, and there are a lot of run-of-the-mill breweries. They brew beer, yeah, it's alright, it's a beer. And then they brew another one and you're like, oh God, that was a bit, yeah, it was drinkable, but yeah, you know. And then you get some where you drink the beer and it's like, oh, Jesus, yeah, I'm not having that brewery again. And some of them are local to me, actually, you know. There's a couple of breweries local to me that use wet yeast, and you can taste the beer. You can taste that same beer in every brew they do, which is not a good thing, because the old wet yeast thing, you're getting aspects of the beer before. So yeah, it works and then it doesn't work, and in some cases locally to me it doesn't work at all. Every beer tastes the same, and the beer itself in a lot of ways is not great in the first place, you know. But then there are breweries who use wet yeast, and you know, they do a flipping good job of it. So that's a Raggy's beer review thing for the channel, you know, for discussion. You know, it might not get a lot of views, and it might be a little bit what's the word? It might upset a few people, but sometimes you've got to do it, haven't you? You know, it is what it is. So I've really enjoyed this Weekend Hooker. It's a lager, but it's got those German lager vibes in Oktoberfest that means so much. You put a Spaten, a Polana, Hofbrau in front of you, Warsteiner, you know, them sort of brands, and you put that alongside, and you'd say, fucking hell, that's a nice lager, you know. It deserves its place amongst the best in the world. Yeah, can't ask for any more than that, can you? I don't know Brewtoon. I've not seen if they've even liked one of my videos or anything, or any social media posts. I don't think they have, actually. You know, breweries don't. Some breweries take no notice, and I'm bad at that anyway. I'm a twat for not taking notice of what people post and say. But by gosh, everyone in Scotland, you've got a gem on your doorstep. That, as a lager, is one massive step ahead of the shite that you'll get in your supermarkets. You'll pay more for that. Guaranteed, you'll pay more. But you're getting something that's quality. Means so much. You know, £1 a can, 50p a can, whatever that shit costs. This is going to be, you know, more. But when you drink it, you'll be like, fucking hell, that was nice. Would I drink it again? Yeah, absolutely. And I don't drink many lagers, to be fair. Out of 5, I would give that a 4.6 out of 5. Yeah, it's top quality. Thank you for watching. See you soon.